A spark in the office. In the heart of the city, nestled among towering skyscrapers, was a bustling office where stories unfolded and lives intertwined. Among the many souls navigating their professional journeys, two individuals, Jack and Emma, found themselves caught in an unspoken dance of admiration and affection. Jack, a project manager with a keen mind for detail, was the kind of man who spoke softly but with purpose. His deck, organized meticulously, was a testament to his methodical approach to life. This particular morning, as the sun cast a golden hue through the large windows, Jack was absorbed in his work, his focus unyielding, save for the occasional thoughtful glance out the window. Emma, a marketing specialist with a flair for creativity, approached Jack's desk with her usual vibrant energy. Her presence was like a gentle breeze, refreshing and invigorating. She leaned against the edge of his desk, a smile playing on her lips. "Morning, Jack. Ready for the big presentation today?" Emma's voice was a melody that seemed to dance around the room. Jack looked up, his eyes lighting up at the sight of her. "Morning, Emma. Yeah, I think so. Just going over the final details. How about you? Feeling prepared?" "Absolutely. I've got the visuals all set. I think we make a great team, don't we?" Emma's confidence was infectious, and her enthusiasm seemed to fill the space around them. "We do," Jack agreed, his voice warm. "Your designs really bring the concepts to life. They add that extra spark." Their conversation was a familiar dance, one they had performed many times before. It was comfortable, yet beneath the surface there was something more, an undercurrent of something deeper that neither had dared to voice. The morning rush for coworkers, the symphony of phones ringing, keyboards clicking, and the distant sound of coffee being poured from the break room provided a backdrop to the exchange. I'll grab us some coffee before we dive into the madness." "How do you take yours again?" Emma asked, ready to play her part in the morning ritual. "Just black, thanks. You always remember," Jack replied, his lips curving into a soft smile that reached his eyes. As Emma walked away, her steps light and purposeful, Jack's gaze followed her. In her absence, the air around his deck felt a little less vibrant, a little less alive. In the break room, Emma filled 2 cups with coffee. Her mind wandering, she thought about Jack, about their easy conversations and shared laughs. There was a comfort in their interactions, a sense of belonging that she had come to cherish. Yet she wondered if Jack ever thought of her as more than just a colleague. Returning to Jack's deck, Emma placed his coffee beside him. Here you go. Black, spare your enigmatic soul. Jack chuckled, his eyes crinkling at the corners. Enigmatic, huh? I'll take that as a compliment. It's meant as one, Emma replied, her gaze lingering on his for a moment longer than necessary. As the day progressed, their presentation proved to be success. Their collaboration was seamless, their chemistry undeniable. Colleagues praised their work, but for Jack and Emma, the real reward was the shared glances and unspoken understanding that passed between them. In the quiet moments of the day, when the hustle of the office subsided, Jack found himself lost in thought. He thought about Emma, about the way her laughter seemed to light up the room, about the spark in her eyes when she talked about something she was passionate about. There was an undeniable connection between them, a bond that went beyond the confidence of their professional role. As the office clock neared the end of the workday, Jack found himself lingering, not quite ready to part ways with the comfortable bubble they had created around themselves. Emma, packing up her things, seemed to hesitate as well. "Hey, Emma," Jack began, a hint of nervousness in his voice. "Would you, if you don't have any plans, would you like to grab dinner with me as a celebration of our successful presentation?" Emma's face lit up, her smile reaching her eyes. "I'd love to, Jack. It's a celebration well deserved." They left the office together, the city lights beginning to twinkle as evening set in. Walking side by side, there was a sense of ease and rightness in their proximity. The conversation flowed effortlessly, ranging from light-hearted banter to deeper, more personal topics. As they sat at a cozy restaurant, the ambience warm and inviting, Emma found herself sharing stories she had never shared with a colleague before. Jack listened intently, his gaze never wavering, making her feel seen and heard in a way she hadn't experienced before. "Emma, I've been meaning to tell you something," Jack said, his voice serious yet soft. "I've always admired your work, your creativity, but it's more than that. I find myself drawn to you, not just as a colleague, but as something more." Emma's heart skipped a beat. She had felt the undercurrents of their connection, but hearing Jack voice those feelings made it all the more real. "Jack, I feel the same way," she admitted, her voice barely above a whisper. "There is something about you that I can't quite put into words. It's like you understand me in a way others don't." Their conversation continued long into the evening, the world around them fading into a blue. It was as if they were the only two people in existence, their connection a rare and precious thing. As the night came to a close and they stood outside the restaurant, the air crisp and cool, Jack took Emma's hand in his. It was a simple gesture, but it spoke volumes. Emma, I don't know what the future holds, but I do know what I want to explore, whatever this is, with you. Emma squeezed his hand, her eyes shining with unspoken emotions. I want that too, Jack. Let's see where this journey takes us. They walked together, hand in hand, under the starlit sky, stepping into a future filled with possibilities. The office had been the starting point of their story, but it was clear that their journey together was just beginning.